Kanye's really gone off on one on social media overnight. He's posted increasingly concerning and troubling messages, such as declaring himself a Nazi, speaking out in favor of Adolf Hitler and other anti-Semitic material. It's probably the most controversial stuff that he's come out and said, and it obviously follows the recent controversy with parading his wife Bianca Censori on the Grammys red carpet, and the backlash that came with that. There's a misogyny storm that he was kind of using her as a puppet for his business and forcing her to strip off against her will. And he also, in this long stream of messages, addressed that and said how he basically owned her. However, she did want to do that, and she was going along with it, and almost she should be grateful that she's with a Bill there instead of the majority of broke public. I think that's how he referred to everyone else. And why would she feel bad about acting in that way alongside him? But obviously that kind of pales a little bit compared to this kind of extreme racist rhetoric that he's now pushing on there. And it's hard to say whether he's having he's unwell, having AIT of an episode, or if he's just trying to push controversy because he knows it's going to keep him in the limelight and get people talking, even for the wrong reasons. He doesn't really seem to care if people view him in a positive light anymore. He just wants people to be talking about him. Part of me thinks he feels he's too far above this for it to kind of taint him, and it's almost like a God complex of, I will say what I want, and I'm going to push the boundaries as far as I possibly can, and you can just watch me continue to kind of build my wealth, build my fame. On the other side of the coin, there is only so much you can do. Other people have been canceled for far, far less than this. And it is true, Kanye does seem to have this bizarre ability to kind of navigate these controversial comments. It's almost as if it's only Kanye, therefore we won't take it too seriously, we'll let him go on. And his business has still been flourishing. He was anti-Semitic in 2022. Many people thought that would see him kind of, at least from a business perspective, drop off, but it wasn't the case. And he might even feel empowered, emboldened by that period to give it another go, and even come out with, as we've seen overnight, some increasingly shocking statements. He's asking Donald Trump to basically free Sean Combs from jail, where he's currently locked up awaiting trial for racketeering and sex trafficking. That trial is going to happen in May, so he's hoping now the new president will intervene, get him out of jail, and make him a free man. Obviously, Kanye and Donald Trump go back a few years now. He endorsed the president when he was elected first time round, and was famously seen wearing the MAGA cap in the Oval Office with him. And then 4 years later, obviously, Kanye ran himself with much less success than Don, and it appears now he's kind of bringing back that friendship and calling for a favor from his old mate Kanye. Took to Instagram. He hadn't been using the platform much at all recently, until obviously he was on the Grammys red carpet, and Bianca Censori went naked and created headlines all around the world. He's taken to Instagram again to basically call for Puff to be freed. He said, I think it was just a simple statement, Bree Puffy, and then similar to directed to Donald Trump. Diddy has acknowledged the plea, and he's thanked his friend for trying to help him. And off the back of that, Kanye then promoted a clothing collaboration that he's putting out through his Yeezy label in collaboration with Sean Diddy's fashion brand. And he said they're going to split the profits for that $5,050. To which Diddy, he showed his gratitude, and probably will need that money when it comes to the massive legal fees coming up out later in the year. I don't think Kanye's going to have much success, really. I mean, Trump has previously praised him and called him great, but also recognized he's a complicated guy. It's well known he has mental health issues with bipolar, and his controversies are kind of growing year on year, whilst Trump has kind of made a big impact in his first few weeks and has pardoned people from the January the 6th riot. I don't think we're going to see Diddy sprung from JL anytime soon. I think this is such a high-profile case. So many elements to it. I can't see the president jumping in to free Diddy anytime soon. You can never guess what he's going to come out with next. Pretty much everything he says publicly these days is to call attention and controversy. He must have known that this was going to blow up, just like his other stunts have done. And that timing off the back of the Bianca red carpet stuff me to think that maybe he knew there was going to be an even bigger spotlight on his tweets and his Instagram posts now than there would have been perhaps a couple of weeks ago. More eyes are going to be seen on it, and maybe that will help his cause draw more attention onto the Diddy case, although Kate now has a track record of picking the wrong side of many issues, And I think there's going to be a lack of sympathy for this one. I don't see too many people rushing to defend someone like Diddy, who's facing the type of allegations that have been leveled at him.